Well, that guy, he got the job done, though he did technically die twice.
Yeah, no.
Boss, this is an emergency. We had 2 intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence. We may need to move more cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them. I've added the details to your mission list. Don't let them down, boss.
I think they know of your existence because they were already tailing Diamond Dogs when Big Boss was still in a coma so that they could capture Miller and interrogate him.
And they sent Quiet to kill you.
We're no longer just business rivals to the CFA. We're enemies, and they want revenge. Our men will be killed the moment the interrogation's complete. And then it won't just be a matter of 2 dead soldiers. Their execution will be a catalyst, sparking resentment within Diamond Dogs against the CFA. Our men will push us to retaliate. Then things will cease to be about business. We'll be starting a personal war. That's not what we set out to do. The 2 men are being held in Kaziba camp. Hurry, boss. They're counting on you.
Again, that is rich coming from Miller of all people. We don't want to start a personal war.
That's ridiculous.
It's silly, frankly. It's downright silly.
Look, how about you just join our club in the ocean that has an ideology about how we shouldn't have an ideology? All right, we're all in agreement.
And there are no personal vendettas or wars. Now let me tell you about Cypher and how they're all worthless pig dogs that should rot in the furnace of hell.
So yeah, this is a mission that is a quick one, and there isn't too much to it, so we're only going to be playing this one with one character, and that's just Big Boss, our tactical boy.
Getting a lot of mileage out of Big Boss.
Yeah, he's I paid attention to earlier videos. It's like, oh, there were several videos where I just kind of skipped Big Boss, so we're using him just a little bit to kind of make up for him taking a break.
Okay.
2 of our intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base. That's our intel team agent. He's being held in Kaziba camp. Get him out of there. Recently, the CFA has suddenly pulled their men out of Masu village. Strategically speaking, it's as if they lost their minds. I sent him in to find out what their reason was.
They have really good, like, digital predictive algorithms.
Yeah.
For the mid to early 80s.
Yeah, I mean, although it's like, it gets better the more intel team dudes you have, and I just want to imagine you just, like, hiring as many people who are good at guessing as possible. Also, these guys, I've shown that you can pop tires before by shooting them a bunch, but if you pop a tire while a car is going really fast, everyone gets really dizzy. So now that they're just all dizzy. Also, look, guys in full body armor. I can just Fulton all of them at once.
It will definitely save bullets and time that way.
I love that he was looking straight up into the air.
The rest to us.
Just watching his friends go away. When dudes get knocked out or stunned because the car spins out or stops abruptly, you don't even really have to pop their tire when they're going that fast. Like, they don't even have to be hitting full speed, and full speed with Jeeps in this game is like 30 miles an hour. Like...
Well, all the terrain.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Like, this Jeep right here, I think, is the fastest vehicle in the game. There's 2 different Jeeps in the game. One of them is slightly faster than the other. Okay. And it's still not, like, super fast. I mean, it's not a racing game.
Not as fast as a Skull.
Yeah, not as fast as a Skull. Yeah, head to this first guy who escaped. This is also right around the time where we finally hit some higher R&D levels so that we can actually research some new stuff.
Ooh.
So I'll be showing off some of that stuff in the next couple updates.
Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his
I
location.
really
on
hope
your
it's
iDroid.
one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Not like that last guy.
Oh, a dog. But yeah, that Jeep I took out, both Jeeps, those are actually additional soldiers that are part of the search team. So, like, if you don't stop them, like, an extra 5 or 6 dudes will be in this forest searching for the guy.
Yeah.
Also, I brought the Riot SMG. I've used this, like, once or twice before, but didn't use it too much. It fires rubber bullets. I really like it personally. I use it a lot when I play this game, just because, as long as you're just firing, like, single shots to the suppressor lasts for a long time. It shoots really... It's like a tranq gun, but it shoots really fast. So, although rubber bullets knock dudes out for a lot less time than tranquilizer rounds do, but sometimes you just need to knock a dude over for, like, 10 seconds, really. But yeah, there's a couple different ways you can find the guy in this forest. They say this is a forest, but it's really tiny. It's about...
I expect more from my forests, frankly.
Yeah, it's like a dozen... I mean, a couple dozen trees at most. It's a really small forest.
And that's why we need to preserve these natural... our natural heritage.
Right.
This is the rainforest. You're seeing it right here.
Yeah.
It's all that's left.
Also, one way you can find the guy that's pretty easily missable is that he dropped his walkie-talkie. I don't know what scanning a walkie-talkie does, but...
The target's transmitter. He must have dropped it trying to contact us again. Judging from its data log, not much time has passed since the transmitter was dropped. He should be close by. I'm updating the target's predicted field of movement.
How did they not see you?
Stealth suit?
There's a flashlight essentially on your face. The stealth
Yeah.
suit is so good.
Yeah. The stealth suit's really good. It's also just, basically in situations like that, I would have been caught if I had pressed any buttons, really. Like, to make me move, at least. Any movement would have gotten me caught. Except for throwing magazines. They don't see magazines when they're thrown, really. At least not unless you are throwing magazines constantly, in which one of the actual ways that the enemy AI changes is they will start seeing magazines getting thrown, and...
All right, that's the
Oh,
target.
there he is.
Quickly.
Even
extract him while you
if
can.
they don't see the magazine, if they hear a magazine land somewhere, instead of going to investigate the magazine, they will move in the opposite direction from where it landed to try and find the source of it.
My goodness.
Right? They're brilliant.
Other man is here. I never told them the thing. I have intel on them. I swallowed it.
Now you could just Fulton him, right?
At this point in the game, I have Fulton enough dudes that the AI will actually go into caution when they hear or see a Fulton balloon.
Ah.
Yeah, you kind of got to move guys out of the way a bit if you don't want guys getting suspicious. Although they're still suspicious because they found an unconscious dude. Also, when I was carrying that guy around, you may have noticed that there were people that I could see through walls and stuff as if I had tagged them. That's because I used nocticyanin, which is a drug I just made. That just, like, automatically tags everybody for, like, 30 seconds.
Oh.
It's just a wall hack drug.
Just an awareness drug?
Yeah.
God, a second. can see through walls. This stuff is some good shit.
Boss, our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. You got a lead on what's happening with the CFA. Check it on your iDroid. Our man brought that photo back with him. It was taken at Massa Village. What you see there is a CFA soldier. And I'm sure you recognize those symptoms. We're hearing that this is cropping up among the CFA ranks a lot lately. Especially among local hires sent to the Massa Village area. The thing is, they suspect that you're behind the disease. The Diamond Dogs is doing it. Boss, you remember that oil field mission back when we'd just come to Africa? The disease took hold in the CFA right after that. The CFA are afraid, they're frustrated, and they're angry. They'll want to pin it on us. Somebody's putting them up to it. Probably the real power behind the CFA manipulating their information. Whatever they were doing in that oil field, and whoever's behind this disease, we need more information.
Yeah, that's like a little bit of, like a little story beat that's like also pretty easily missable in this mission because it's not like they tell you have to go into the intel tab and then like press a button to hear about it. I wish they would just like tell you that stuff or have a codec call about it. I don't know. There's like a good amount of those like little bits that aren't like any big revelations or anything, but it just feels like it's needed connective tissue. Also, there's a guy in here that has a unique specialist skill. It's a metamaterial specialist. This is one of the only places you can get that skill.
Right, he deals with materials that know they're in a video game.
Yeah. And specifically, his skill is required to make the stealth camo. So yeah, he does know he's in a video game. And somewhat surprisingly, this game lets you like start making the stealth camo early on in the game.
The squad is on its way to Casino Camp. We've ID'd them as some CFA heavyweights. These aren't your everyday reinforcements. Whatever's about to happen, you need to get the target out now.
Is it really that different from the camo you're in?
I mean, it makes you literally invisible, so...
So not that different, no, okay.
This is about 90% invisible most of the time. But yeah, there is a bit of a time limit to getting the other... your other soldier out, because otherwise a squad will show up and to move them and then eventually like kill them. Pretty easy to circumvent because the squad that comes get him is just two dudes. It's just two guys, and like I already found their car. For some reason on this take, the guy who's the passenger got there first, which is usually not the case. And so rather than driving the car to pick up the other guy, he just waits.
Aww.
They're working for one of the bigger PFs, the Contract Forces of Africa, CFA for short. These guys are all business. Mercenary work is strictly about the money to them. Either way, they're no threat to us.
He just waits for the driver to show up. Oh, there he is! Where'd he come from?
When you call shotgun and you really, really mean it.
I just really don't want to drive. Although I like that the guy driving is leaning forward like he's in a little go-kart and he's really excited.
They're both exactly where they belong. They're a well-oiled machine, these two.
And it doesn't really matter what it is, as long as you have like a medium-sized object in the road, drivers will stop to examine it.
Well, it says so on the bumper sticker. I stop for medium-sized objects.
Spit it out.
You can also stop vehicles just by leaving your horse in the middle of the road, if you want. They'll just like shoo your horse away. The horse will oblige. Cardboard boxes, though, they will get out of their car, walk all the way to box, look at it, shoot it, then get back in the car. They won't... The AI in this game, they don't want to drive around things. Like, they can't do that, really. I have to show it off later, but, like, there's no way to, like, kind of trap AI drivers. Like, they can't drive around something, but they will destroy everything in their way.
That's information out of that soldier you extracted. His squad was on their way to the encampment to execute our intel team member. We also now know exactly where they're keeping the target. I'm sending the location to your iDroid.
Kaziba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
Yeah, my playthrough here with Big Boss, because I've gone undetected enough and I've been tagging lots of dudes, there aren't just like 1 or 2 inflatable soldier decoys, like half the base is that now.
Well, it's someone's birthday. They went a little wild.
And also, we developed Fultons that are capable of lifting up vehicles and stuff, but that also means we can finally lift these giant containers.
Yes.
It costs 10,000 GMP to airlift one. Kind of pricey, but it's, you know, 750 biological material, whatever that is.
We know what it is. We know what it is.
Yeah. 7,500 common metal, like, this is the big way to get a lot of resources.
I mean, I expect all the biological material in this game to just be like children's bones. Do you get it?
Whoa. Skullface is planning to make a Metal Gear out of the bones of children.
And only Hank Hill can stop him. What was that, boys? What was
I don't know. I haven't done Skullface in so long that I just turned into Hank Hill. That song was too shy in that cassette tape. I'm not gonna let it play, because fuck you, YouTube.
That's right. The only way to avoid YouTube is to hush hush. IUI. Hank Hill probably could stop Skullface, though. I don't think I'm wrong there.
Yeah.
Just give him a stern talking to.
I mean, would Skullface be scared of Hank Hill automatically due to his propane stuff? Because, I mean, Skullface was burned alive. He'd be terrified of that clean burn.
The PMC ain't right.
I mean,
so I'm gonna go ahead and guess all those tags that aren't moving are the decoys.
Yeah. And, I mean, previous episode, we had soldiers talking about a 100-year-old Native American nuclear scientist, so that's just John Redcorn, I guess.
That's just John Redcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, does Skullface have a wife who suffers from migraines? Is that how we're gonna get in?
So yeah, even if you don't, like, Fulton that dude who tells you where the prisoner is, it's pretty easy to figure out where he is, because we were already in this map for a mission. This is the map with the Viscount.
Oh, yeah.
If you followed him to where, so that you could listen into all of his interrogations, he went to this exact spot to interrogate the other prisoners.
It's just the prisoner place.
That's him. That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
I don't know. A lot of seriously injured people have survived Fulton extraction.
Yeah.
They kept saying the disease was her fault. Just shouting it at me. Over and over. Kept saying, you think we're angry? The poor bastards from Massa Village will bleed you all dry for this.
Now, something I feel like is missing from this game is, you know, once you get to Africa, that's when they introduce the PFs, and there are 3 of them, and it feels reminiscent of the PMCs from Metal Gear Solid 4, except there are no major characters related or connected to the PFs, really, and there's no freak show bosses. Like, when I got here, it was like, oh, there's 3 PFs, and they all got these different names. I was just thinking like, oh, okay, each one's gonna have a boss fight, right? No, they don't. They're just normal soldiers.
Have some more skulls.
Yeah,
every once in a while, have some skulls.
Yeah, have some more skulls.
These skulls can make icicles happen. I don't know. Why not?
Yeah, we have the earthbender ones. We have...
These skulls shoot lightning. Do it. Why not?
Waterbending ones? I mean, I guess it's waterbending, but all they can do is make mist appear. Humidity bending. That's as far as their powers go, really.
You're gonna feel real sticky out there, boss, and, well, let me tell you, you're gonna want to hit the showers when you come back to base. It's really the only tactical issue, is more inconvenience than anything.
Your balls are gonna stick to your thighs, boss. Sorry, it's just how it goes.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
Thank you.
The one and only.
Miller is just screaming about how he loves it when his balls stick to his leg. It's the phantom pain.
Oh, he lost one of his balls, too, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Refuses a prosthetic in
Yeah.
all cases.
We have a specialist that just makes balls. Like, you can have 3 if you want, Miller. Come on.
Real popular with Dee Dee, actually. Just can't get enough.
Poison buffalo.
Because dogs like to chase balls, you see.
They do.
They do.
A brutal tree frog.
Doubt it. No, thank you.
Bullet armadillo.
Grizzly iguana.
Grizzly iguana is really
Rancid
good.
Goat! No! Why is the goat rancid? No!
He's had a hard life.
Don't drink that milk. Do not make that cheese.
Don't do it.